Hello, my wonderful Cancerians. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing amazing. In today's video, I will be tapping into the energies of your love life. So it's going to be your general love reading for the week here. So pretty much whatever comes out for you guys. Okay. What's going on for my Cancerians? Okay, guys, so we have two cards that came out here. Let's see. The first card is Longing, Missing You, Let's Talk, Reunion. Okay. And then we have Nurturing, Mentorship, Wisdom, Giving Back. Okay. Some of you could be like your career could be something pertaining to teaching others, or you could be a guide of some sort. Not going to be the case for all of you, but I am feeling that what you do for work, or your career, is something that is someone really admires about you, or it really highlights your nurturing and caring side. Your ability to sympathize with others or understand where others are coming from, even if you have not specifically experienced what they're going through. And then we have longing. So there could be some sort of distance between you and another individual, and they're definitely missing you. That card reads, Let's Talk and Reunion. So someone who wants to come together with you, someone who is missing you. For some reason, Cancer, I'm feeling a level of concern, though. Like this could be someone that you haven't spoke to in quite some time, where they're genuinely concerned about you, or really just wanting to, know about your whereabouts and your well-being here. I feel a bit of like a level of concern here with this person wanting to reach out to you or speak to you. Okay, so let's see. Okay, so we have the Eight of Swords on the bottom of the deck, and we have the Magician. That's an interesting energy, Cancer, because you have someone here who is feeling very, well, they're thinking about you, but they're feeling some sort of mental restrictions. And when you have the Eight of Swords and the Magician, it could even be someone who's trying to like manifest a specific outcome, but with the Eight of Swords, they're in their own way. Where this could even be like a case of self-sabotage, maybe wanting to reunite or wanting to reconcile here, but feeling like they're in their own way, or feeling like that's not realistic. It seems to me that this person feels they want what they cannot have, or something is not going to work out the way that they want it to. Okay. So I'm going to start off by seeing how you are being viewed this week. The Queen of Wands. Wow. So this person is highly attracted to you. And this is not just physical attraction, Cancer. This has a lot to do with your confidence. This has a lot to do with the energy that you're exuding and, as of currently. There could be something about your confidence that has changed. There could be some sort of changes that you've made in your life where you are feeling better about yourself, and it's visible to this person. But I do see a lot of attraction, and I feel like this is someone who is feeling almost like a magnetic pull towards you with that Queen of Wands energy. For some of you, there's like you've been doing some sort of internal work, or you've been healing, and it's really showing on the external here. Where you could have kept to yourself for a while you were working through something that felt difficult, and as you show up again, or as you publicize something, it's like this person, there's almost like a shock factor of the changes that you've made. We have the Three of Swords followed by the Knight of Wands in the challenge position. You have someone wondering why they are thinking about you, or why the connection or situation with you is impacting them as much as it is. It even seems to me, Cancer, with the Three of Swords as well as the Knight of Wands here, it is someone who could have been a player, or they were in like a very inconsistent energy in the past. They could have caused a level of hurt in this connection here. But with those two cards in the challenge position, it's like they're almost questioning why they are still impacted by, this connection or this, separation here. This may be someone who feels like they're able to easily move on from situations and nothing really emotionally impacts them. They're kind of just on, go, go, go mode. But something about connecting with you or the connection with you just feels very different. And they're feeling very torn with the Three of Swords energy. Three of Swords and the Knight of Wands could also be someone who is hurt or regretting a very impulsive decision that they've made. Whether it's deciding to do something very impulsively and step out on the connection with you, whether it's someone who is dishonest with you and maybe telling you what you want to hear, but still keeping their options open. There's definitely a very fickle energy here that they're not proud of. Hence why those two cards are coming up in the challenge position. How are you viewing them? The King of Pentacles. You could be dealing with an earth sign, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. But with the King of Pentacles, it seems to me that you are viewing this person as a stable individual, or you do see the potential of maybe what you could have had with this person. But there is a part of you that feels like this person wasn't following through on certain things that they were maybe promising you or telling you here. And for others of you, it's like you see the potential in this person, but you feel they have not reached their potential, or that is not how they were acting. So it's like, I see who you could be, but that's not who you were to me. Instead, you were inconsistent, or you were very in and out. And, those two cards coming up in the challenge position, again, that could be something that caused a lot of hurt, for you. So we have the Nine of Swords in your feelings, and we have the Queen of Cups. This could be a week where you're very up in your, mind about this person or this situation. There could just be something here that you're thinking about constantly. And even if it's not the truth, it could be causing you to feel very uneasy. Because the Nine of Swords could be when like you're feeding into your negative thoughts, right? Or it's you're thinking about something continuously, or you're anticipating the worst case scenario. Like there's something here that is causing you to feel a bit stressed or anxious. With the Queen of Cups, I think that, you could be, with the Queen of Cups, it could be an energy of listening to your intuition, or quite literally reaching out to someone, going to someone for advice about a situation here. For others of you, there's some sort of an outlet when it comes to, releasing your emotions, or getting these emotions and thoughts off your mind and your chest here. So if it's not quite literally going to someone, maybe you're journaling, right? Maybe you are like, there's something here that you're using as an outlet when it comes to your emotions and how anxious maybe this situation has made you feel in the past. We have the Strength card. Some of you could be dealing with the Leo and the Fool card. I think for many of you, it's taken a lot, or maybe everything in you, to move forward from a situation, especially because it seems to me that you have had very deep emotions for this person with the Strength card. But the Fool card is symbolic for a new beginning, or turning over a new leaf here. There could be a new opportunity. It doesn't necessarily have to be a new relationship, but it could be something pertaining to your career or a creative endeavor that feels very exciting, that feels like almost like a breath of fresh air here. But as much as you feel like there's something here that's very exciting, something here that you are grateful for, with the Strength card, there's a lot of, there's also an energy of you numbing your emotions, or feeling like what you had to go through required a lot of your strength. Right? The Strength card could be, okay, you know what? I just need to get through this. I can't show my emotions. This is very difficult, but I have to do it. So you put your head down and you do what you need to do, even if it doesn't feel easy. Even if it's the most difficult thing that you've had to do. So there is a part of you that feels like this person did not really see the pain that you've endured or how much their actions have impacted you. Whether it's because, you're doing a really good job at just keeping it together, or for others of you, you feel like you did not really receive the opportunity to express your side of things or your perspective to this person. So the Emperor is clarifying the Three of Swords, and the Five of Pentacles clarifying the Knight of Wands. Winter or the winter months could be of significance for you, or it's significant when it comes to this connection here. But with the Emperor and the Five of Pentacles, I do believe that this is someone who is, could be a bit hard to read. This could be someone who is in some sort of a authoritative position. But the Emperor and the Five of Pentacles is there's much more going on for this person internally, and they're much more hurt than they're letting on. Because like I said, the Emperor it could be an energy that's hard to read. It could be a very like stoic or like a poker face kind of energy. If you see this person on a day-to-day basis, you may feel like they're not really showing you much emotion. They're not really giving you much to work with. But behind this facade, or behind this I'm okay and nothing is impacting me, they're very torn. And this is someone who's really regretful for their inconsistency or impulse actions here. Five of Pentacles, this could be a mentality of lack. It's most definitely someone who's missing you. Although there's something that is missing also in this situation, or they feel like there was something they were unable to offer you when they had the opportunity to do so. Emperor and the Five of Pentacles could also be someone who has some sort of a goal to meet, or they're climbing out of a financial rut here. You could be dealing with an Aries. We have the Seven of Wands in their feelings, followed by the Sun card. Strong Leo energy here as well, guys. There's something here that's causing this person to feel a bit defensive with the Seven of Wands. Whether it's something that's being illuminated to them about you or the connection, or it could even be something that is some sort of clarity that they're gaining about themselves. Even if it's pertaining to the past in this connection, it is causing them to feel defensive. And I will say with the Seven of Wands, that's also someone who disagrees with something in this connection, right? But they're still wanting to stand their ground. So it's like, even if there's things that you disagree with, this person feels like they have certain things that they disagree with, or there's something here that is still frustrating to them and they're holding on to it. The Ten of Pentacles and the Three of Pentacles. You have someone here who feels like they could have had it all with you. Three of Pentacles is, wanting to come to some sort of a mutual agreement. Ten of Pentacles is being reminded of the plans that they made, or the promises that they have made with you, right? Because Ten of Pentacles is a card of commitment, but it's also something that you have to kind of like chip away at on a daily basis in order for it to, translate into something larger. I feel like with the Seven of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, this could also be a connection that brings out a very protective side of this person. Like this person could be very protective of the connection with you, or they're very protective of you, where maybe even to the point where they don't, mention you to others, or if others are asking about you, they don't really speak on it. It's a very closed off or discreet energy. Yes, it could be read as, they're protective of you, but I also feel like a part of them is not wanting to show how vulnerable the situation makes them. A part of them doesn't really want to show how torn they feel. Instead, they want it to appear as if they have it all figured out, or nothing is impacting them. Okay, so we have the King of Swords, followed by the Death card and the potential outcome. What's the King of Swords? The Eight of Wands, and the Death card, the Queen of Pentacles. This is someone who's viewing you as their version of an ideal partner. What's interesting is we have the King of Swords and the Death card. So there could be a very, like an ending that this person is experiencing in the potential outcome here. And an ending in their life could make them feel more courageous about communicating with you with the Eight of Wands energy. The Eight of Wands is also, yes, it is a card of communication, but it's also a card of manifestation. So you may have someone here who's detaching from a situation or detaching from, a behavioral trait or a pattern, a thinking pattern, right? There could be something that they're detaching from in order to attract you into their life or manifest an opportunity to, rekindle something with you. This may be someone who is aware of what they needed to stop doing or what they needed to distance themselves from in the past, but they weren't really taking the necessary steps towards it. But in the potential outcome, I see someone who's getting very sick and tired of not doing the things that they feel they should in order to have something more stable with you. Eight of Wands and the Queen of Pentacles could be in, incoming communication. It could even be a phone call. But it's someone who wants to reunite with you here. Okay, so let's see. What do they want to communicate? So it reads, I'm so attracted to you. And I did mention this with the Queen of Wands for in terms of how they're viewing you. And then we have so many things remind me of you. So this could be a week where this person is receiving constant signs, about you. Or there are certain things that are reminding them of you. Maybe, like a song, music, that sort of thing. Let's see. Okay. It says, I wish things could be different. We have, I am not available. And keep in mind, guys, we have the Seven of Wands, Ten of Pentacles, and the Sun card. So either protective of this connection with you or moving in a very discreet manner because there is another situation they feel entitled to. And then it reads, you didn't see my tears. And I do feel like that's the truth here because this is someone who's masking their emotions. This is someone who's not really comfortable with showing you, their vulnerable side. So there could be an energy of longing for you and wanting to communicate with you, but there's also a level of guilt here. Okay. So that is what I'm getting for you guys this week. I really do hope you were able to find a message that resonated with you here today. And thank you so much for your time.